Good morning. This is Cecil and Blues. Thank you for joining me today. I am playing some Monster Train. I'd written out a whole review thing, but I've decided that maybe you'd just like to see the game in action. So we're at the end of a run right now. We got a 25 card deck. It's a little bit thick, but I think we have a good chance of success. Let's look at our relics first. Wing Steel. Every time I play 3 cards, I draw 2. Once per turn, I should say, not every time. Ember Stasis, this was from an event. When I play a Blight card, I'll deal 100 damage. This actually hasn't come to benefit. I haven't faced any enemies that have laid Blight at my feet, so maybe it'll come up in this last fight. We'll see. Fell's Remorse, and Fell's Remorse again. I took 2 extra energy for this run from defeating the bosses. And then I just picked up, with a huge surplus of cash that I had coming into the last map, Wing Clippings, which will cause my consumed cards to maybe not consume. Split Anvil, which makes, if I play an expensive spell, it'll make everything else that's cheaper than that cost 0 for the rest of the turn. Consumed Crown, which makes it so when I kill a unit, I get extra damage, just a little bit. And Winged Indulgence, which reduces enemy damage by just 1, which is probably not going to be a huge impact at this stage of the game, but let's look at what we have here. So, for consumed cards, I would have liked to have also pulled the relic that did damage when you played a consumed card, because I have a lot of them. Awoken, Railspiked, I have 2 of these, mostly just to try and draw stuff with reduced cost. But, more importantly, I have 2 One-Horn's Tome, and these will add multi-strike to my units, and the unit that I am trying to add multi-strike to in particular is my Awoken Hollow, which already has multi-strike, and gets pretty beefy by the end of the run, usually a little bit over 100 health, and then whatever damage I can pump into it by continually playing Sharpens, which costs 0, and I have a ton of draw. So, let's see if this deck is successful against the Seraph. And I actually forget which Seraph I'm fighting. I am fighting the one that removes buffs and debuffs, which, when you got a Thorns deck, it may actually be the worst version of Seraph. I guess the far worse one would be the one that eliminates your spells. Like, if you cast a spell, it gets consumed. Now, this shouldn't affect me too much. I want to put this on the first floor just to get it out there. Unfortunately, I drew this so early. That's a bummer, because I don't want to play that until we have our other friend. I don't know if I want this guy on the first floor. Like, I'll be honest. Maybe we'll bump him up a floor. I'm also thinking we'll maybe throw this guy up a floor just to get a free kill. Oh, here's our other friend. He goes here. These are gonna die to spikes. And I'm fine with that. I should draw heals pretty quickly. And I also want them to hit my champion so I get the draw. Alright, so we need to play a bunch of stuff here right away. And I think I want to start with this Awoken Hollow, so we can start pumping those onto it. I don't know if I can afford to play One-Horn's Tome this round. It's probably best to get it out there, huh? Champion's gonna be hurting pretty bad. I better hope I draw. Oh, right. Playing One-Horn's Tome reduces the cost of everything else. Eliminate the stuff in the middle row. And then we can put our health. Also, here's an interesting question. I'm gonna put his health at a safe level. and then start regenning on our Awoken Hollow to keep that going. Do some of the incoming damage. Oh, we're looking good. Things are looking good. I always worry when you get these setup decks that you're going to be in trouble at the beginning. Alright, so, I'm going to play our zero-cost cards right away. Anything that's a spell, once I play Awoken's Rail Spike, will be free. So let's... What do we want to pierce? This is 15 damage. I want to be a little bit cautious with what we kill, because we do want our units to get... to kill things, because it'll trigger the consumed crown. Consume crown. Alright, he's not important at the moment, at the very least. We can only draw one set of cards with Awoken Rail Spike. We'll draw 3. Do that. Unfortunately, we are Curse, and a card that already costs 0. Not what I would call an ideal situation. If we use Petty Theft here, it will clear the route for them to hit Seraph. Ooh, unfortunately, we drew One Horn's Tome with that. What a bummer. With the spikes on our champion, we will Detonation our champion. I think we focus growth there. Do we want to ascend anything? I don't think we do. I thought Inferno was reduced to 1. I guess I'm just thinking of the previous... I must not have drawn it with Awoken Rail Spike, and I thought I did. Well, let's weaken you. And move on. The Awoken Hollow already doing a good amount of damage, but it's not even at its full strength yet. Alright. Just taking 10 damage, no big. Let's play all our Sharpens. They cost 0, get them out of our hand. That way when we draw, we have a chance to redraw them. I do want this Edge Prior out of my hand. Detonation. It's not worth elevating this at the moment, because it'll just put him at the back of a line and get him probably better for him as far as survivability. Well, okay. It's 2 dazed. So anything with 80 hit points or less, if we ascend it into the Pyre Room, it'll die before it has a chance to fight back. So, can raise you, torch, and I suppose we just we want to do the heals up here so we can get regen stacks to keep his rejuvenate effect going. Alright, I think things are looking good. I'm playing slow, but things are looking good. Ah, darn, this Petty Theft did not disappear. Alright. So, One Horn's Tome. Cause everything else to cost 0 when I play it. Before I play it, I want to play my 0-cost spells to get them out of my hand. right? I mean, not ideal. We could also now play the Awoken Rail Spike. It'll draw 5, which I think is going to only draw 4. Oh, it did draw 5. I couldn't remember what the max hand size is. Now, One Horn's Tome is also free. I believe both of the One Horn's Tome got consumed. Yeah, that's a bummer. I was hoping that we'd get to cast those multiple times, but a multi-strike unit with 5 attacks, I'd say that's pretty good. Nothing's missing any health, so we're not going to get much out of this restoration detonation. Play this so we get the extra card draw next round. It's almost dead, but not quite. Alright. We are missing some health, so restoration detonation will help wound the first target. This darn frickin' Awoken Rail Spike is probably not going to do much for us anymore. I would like it to disappear. I will definitely play it. Go ahead and put him up here to get murdered. Same with Petty Theft. I would very much like you to basically go away. Alright, Petty Theft is gone. One break. Mostly just trying to clear out my hand before I play the Rail Spike. Got a little bit more benefit out of it. Yeah, that seems fine. I don't need to do anything else. Seraph keeps like hiding on floor 1 or 3 when I draw Inferno. I think that is very rude. Got 8 health missing here. I mean, we can do a little bit with restoration detonation as a result. No longer play Inferno. I don't care. I'm gonna send this unit. Still gonna get some hits on Seraph. This stinking Rail Spike is still around. Would you just thank you? I think we're good. I'm gonna put some heals out here. I don't see any reason to change any of our floor layouts. Okay. So we have 10 cards left in our deck right now, I think 14 cards left in our deck. We will draw most of them every turn. Seraph is only taking 30 damage currently. Not a problem. I would like to do more damage to Seraph. Or they get up here. Make everything else free. Restoration detonation will do some damage. We can ascend these units to get them out of our way. I should have thought of that before I played Inferno, but I think if I... No, I would have been able to afford it. Does that have a discard effect on it that I don't remember? Am I blanking? I think my brain is just turning off. Didn't need to ascend that. I could have just killed it. So I could put a tiny amount of regen on the champion. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna put it on the hollow to get their attack up over 100. So we're not doing a ton to Seraph here, because Seraph does a lot of damage. But we did draw our entire hand. And since it's all spells, we just do 100 damage to Seraph. No consequence. I think we want to let our team here do this damage. I'm actually not sure what's doing the 5 damage when I heal. I am not entirely sure what's going on. I could ascend a unit and stun it, which can include Seraph, I think. Would it be valuable to ascend Seraph now? Can you ascend Seraph? I don't think it's valuable. Alright. A little bit out of explosive detonation. Sharpen goes in, another sharpen goes in. Draw more, which gives us another sharpen. And that's a considerable amount of damage. One Seraph is dead, looking at the preview. And I'm sure the spikes are helping out a fair amount with that. 2 rounds. So that was Covenant 5 with an Awoken deck and a Hellhorn allied clan. I thought it was pretty good. What did you think? Did I play it well? Did I construct a reasonable deck? Let me know. And if you like how this game looks, understandably jumping in at the end, if you had no idea what was going on, it might have been a little confusing. Check it out on Steam. It is called Monster Train. It is $4.99. I believe they have an opening sale that is still going on for a few more days. So if you are interested, check it out. There is also a free demo. You want to just dip your toe in before you make the purchase. But thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.